Hey. How are we all doing this evening or afternoon?
Good
Good.
evening. Good evening.
Evening, okay. Was in Europe, our clocks went back, so we got an extra sleep. So anyone in the US and other parts of the world, you might be wondering why we're an hour late, and just the timings for this week. But by next week, we should all be on the same sort of time difference. That said, Stevie, how have you been this week?
I had a bit of a Destiny's Child stomach bugaboo this week. I was getting a bit concerned, but it's time of year, isn't it? It's getting colder. There's flus, bugs flying around, but I'm over it now, thankfully. So yeah, fit and ready for a bit of funky divas tonight.
Oh, goodness. And Leon, welcome. Bree, I hope you're still here. Brando from Chicago, what's up? Lorena, what about you? How have you been? What's happening this week for you?
Oh, I'm good. I've been listening to this album, getting prepared for today, and getting ready for the work week, of course. But yeah, excited to be here.
Okay. I can barely remember how the week has been, but I think it's been good. I think the only news that came out was they had the return of Versus, um, No Limit versus Cash Money, but I didn't realize it came and went. So I don't know if the days of lockdown when it ended, I think times have moved on so quickly. Did any of you catch it? Maybe I'm just the only one.
Has it
No,
only
I
been
watched it.
all right? So has been
Okay. Okay. How was it?
Uh, it was it was good, but I did miss the time before COVID when it was just on like Instagram and it was kind of
Yeah,
not
yeah.
so professionally done. Because with this now, they really do have a time limit, so I felt like they could have, you know, sang more songs. And also too, I wish that Lil Wayne wasn't missing. He wasn't there, so they played
Uh,
his song, but he was not there to sing. So that was kind of disappointing.
well, it tells a lot about relationships and things like that. Bree says Cash Money lost, but it was fun. Based on people's opinion, who won?
It's just based on people's opinion. They didn't really vote, but people in the chat, well, I watched it on Instagram Live, so people on the chat were putting in their own votes of who they thought won. But I thought No Limit was more cohesive. They were like still a team, so I
Okay.
think they did really good.
Okay. Joseph, thanks for reminding me. New edition, Boys to Men, Tony Braxton. What did you make of that announcement?
I was stunned,
What did you guys make of that?
stunned.
Okay.
But it's an interesting concept, and I don't know if it'll work or not. But apparently, they're all on stage at the same time. So
Okay.
how are they going to make that work? They're going to perform on stage at the same time.
So I think Brandy and Monica were doing something I don't know similar where it's no headliner. I think SWV with Escape did something where they, maybe as one is singing a song, the others are sitting down, and then they get back up, almost like a verses. And I do wonder if it's a way of saying, okay, we've just had two other shows, let's do something different. The headliners, we may flip each other's songs. New Edition might sing "End of the Road," for instance. Tony Braxton might join in "Sweet Day." I I just assume they may try and do stuff like that just to be slightly different. And yeah, maybe each other's background singers as well. Um, I mean, what are your thoughts, Lorena?
Um, I don't know. I'd have to see how they would be able to do that because also too, that's a lot of people on stage at the same time.
Yes, yes, 10 people. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lot, and they all have different like ways of performing, like seeing them individually. So that's going to be very interesting how they get that to kind of, flow together.
They'll
Yeah.
make it work.
Yeah.
I'm. There is talks. I might go to the Brooklyn one. We'll see in March.
Oh wow.
It's on the list of potential things to do next year.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've covered. Yeah. So if any other music news pops in, and somebody reminds us in the charts, we will bring that up. But tonight it is En Vogue's Funky Divas. How did you? I can start with you, Stevie. How did you find your memories of this album?
Memories, honestly, if I'm really honest, wasn't good.
The memories, not that, not that.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I meant the first memory of En Vogue for me was when the first album came out, and I bought tickets to see him in Manchester, and they cancelled. They cancelled the gig. Come over, so we got Lisa Stansfield instead, which I'm not complaining about because she's just amazing. But the second memory I have of him buying this album, buying the CD, getting it home, listening to it, struggling. I was like, I couldn't put my finger on why I wasn't feeling it, and I was counting how many tracks I actually liked on the album before I took the CD. I think I took the CD back to the record store. I took it back. I was like, I wasn't too happy about it. I mean, subsequently, I went out and got it again because I thought, being a bit silly there because there is some good tracks on it. But now I can, after listening to it again, going back, I can see why I felt like that. And the word I'm going to use for this album, it's very stylized. I think, obviously, the way they look, the album cover, the way they sing, it's all very stylized. And I think some of it, I was struggling to actually feel it, believe it or not. After the album, I just wasn't feeling it because it's very. I think they were going for the big crossover for this album. So half the album I'm probably never going to listen to, and the other half I am kind of. I like the producers, Foster McElroy. I like their production, but for some reason, this album as a whole didn't hit for me. Maybe I don't know. As we get into it, we will.
Are you talking about when you first got it, or are you talking about now listening to it this time around?
Even now, even back then, I felt disappointed. But there is 2 or 3 tracks that I really like on it, and the rest of it, I'm just not. It just feels very stylized to me. In the way they sing and they choreograph the singing, it's so tightly managed that it takes the feel out of it because they're going for all these vocals to get in harmony, and and is this that it just loses the. I don't know. That's what I thought anyway.
Okay, Arena, I'm sure you're gonna have a very different perspective of it.
This is my first time listening to the full album. I've never listened to it before. I knew some of the singles, but I also know this is a very popular album for them. So it's a lot of people's favorite albums. So at first it was kind of difficult getting into the album, I will say. I think I had like really high expectations because people love this album so much. But I don't know. At first it was hard for me to like really listen to the full thing, like all the way through. Some tracks did grow on me, but I don't know. I don't think this is an album that I will continue like to play after. There's some tracks that I'm going to definitely take and put in a playlist, but the full album for me, I don't know. It was different. It's good.
Same vibe. You've got the same vibe as what I have then, listening to it, going through it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not on my own here. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's some really good tracks. I think they sound amazing. Like they're really good at harmonies and different things like that. But for the full album, it just wasn't personally for me.
Okay. And Mac, I'm not. Yeah. How you doing, Mac? It's interesting. I think this is still to date their highest selling album of over 5 million. Did 3.5 million in the States when it came out, and I think their first album took us all by surprise. Just how they came out, and as a day as a sophomore album, I think they did really well, because they went big and they sold more and they became more, um, respected that way. Um, I think my issue with the album was probably, um, I didn't need to have three covers songs. I don't know why they did it. I think they could have done without three cover songs. Maybe they could have just done two, just one, but three was quite a lot. It didn't make sense. But yes, and I don't know if they had, um, a sort of, a structure. In some ways, some of the songs sounds like, okay, they knew what they were doing, and then in some ways, it's almost like, well, let's just get this song. You guys can sing. Let's just get you to sing. So, um, so I think it's some songs were hit and miss, but no, I don't think I had fully listened to this album as much as I did their Born to Sing. I can listen to that a lot more, and I do listen to that a lot more. So this was an album from them, but I do appreciate some of the songs there. Yes, okay. To choose one cover song to stay on the album, which one? Goodness, did you guys? They had three cover songs. They had Yesterday. They had, giving giving them something you can feel, and they had, Hooked on Your Love.
I know which one I'd pick.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Okay. Yeah. I think, I know. I don't want to go. I think by the time we start this,
yeah, we'll know by
you
by chat.
probably see.
We'll know by which one we pick the highest. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. But like we always do when we do an album. This came out in '92. I like to almost give a sense of what else came out in '92, so we know when we're rating this, we're rating it based on, okay, imagine this is what else was coming out. So we had Mary's debut album, What's the 411. We had TLC's debut album, Who on the TLC tip. Man, that's I didn't realize they came out the same. Prince Love Symbols album, but Prince was releasing an album every week, so it doesn't make much sense. High Five, Keep It Going. Sade's Love Duets, which Deluxe, which had oh goodness, I can't remember the name of the song. The one that she was a mermaid, but in the video. We had J to the Max. We had the Boomerang soundtrack. We had the Bodyguard soundtrack. We had the World's Greatest Dad, Brian McKnight's debut album, WV, It's About Time. Wow, that's SWV, and they all came out at the same time. We had Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love. We had the Bobby album, and it just seems to you had Shantae Moore's Precious album, Silk, Lose Control, Portraits that came out, finally by CeCe Peniston, Stevie's Erotica album by Madonna, Mariah's Unplug album, and let me see if there's any more. I'll Be Sure's Sexy Verses, which didn't get a. I'm Every Woman by Shaka Khan. Das Effect, classic example. I don't think I know who they were. Did you know them, Stevie?
Yes, they did an album.
Okay. We had Hard and Smooth by Rex and Effect. We had Totally Crossed Out by Criss Cross.
Wow.
Chucky Booker's Nice and Wild. Jodeci, oh no, this was their remix album. R. Kelly and Public Announcements, Born into the 90s, came out in 92. Charles and Eddie, Al Green came out with stuff. We had the More Money soundtrack. Was that the one with Kind Damn You? It had Best Things in Life for Free, I think. Femme Fatale by Nikki Howard. In IMX, On Your Worst Behavior. So this is just a few albums that came out in '92, and you just think that with so much competition, the reason I like to do that is that it gives you flavors how much stuff. So we had SWV and Mary doing that sort of street stuff, and then TLC with their, so talking to different markets, and then I think En Vogue had to almost go a little bit higher to not almost like a pop rock, almost like showing that they're more mature, so that there was a difference between them and SWV and TLC. But that was 1992.
Did the I'm just thinking, they retained the 4 members, didn't they, from the first album? It was still Dawn. I'm just looking. This cassette tape, actually, it's got 2 bonus tracks on it that are not on the CD and the vinyl. It's got, and they actually opened the album. So Runaway Love and What a Man with Salt and Pepper start this cassette tape, which is interesting anyway.
But what year was that? What year was that? What year did that come out? Because those 2 songs came out in the
1993. This tape.
Yeah, so it was 93. That they had oh goodness, they had the En Vogue. They had a little maxi single.
Yeah, they had an EP. Well, so the album come out in 92.
They had an EP, yeah.
92, didn't it? And then obviously the EP, and then maybe it was a re-release then.
Maybe.
Yeah, Runaway Love. That and that was. Let me see. I'm just quickly looking. I love that track, Runaway Love. But it that came out in 93. But why it wasn't on the album? I don't know what the whole situation was. That
when did Dawn leave the group?
So she left them, after what's the name of that movie? The movie with Jaden and
Set It Off.
Set It Off. So they sang the lead. I'm blank. They sang the lead song. What's it? Don't Let Go. Yeah. So, and that Sylvia Rohn was saying to the producers, "Hey, don't put Dawn as lead because she's not going to be in the group anymore." Because Dawn kept pushing for her own solo album because Terry already had one, and so she wanted one, and she kept pressing the fact that, look, when we're not getting enough money, and the producers are taking most of the money, but Terry was dating one of those. It was like, yeah, no, you're causing too much trouble. And so after just before they were releasing EV3, she had recorded most of the vocals, but she was kicked out, or she left the group, or we don't know the full story. And that album didn't do well. I think it's aesthetically we're used to the 4 of them and personality. So when Dawn left and it was just the 3, it really hit them, especially after she was heavily on the lead single and on the group and on the album. It just bombed.
Is that because maybe they waited too long to release? If they released an album in 92, they should be really 94, 95. That's when they should have been dropping another album. Not by 96, 97, I guess. Maybe a bit too long, but
yeah,
I don't know.
So do you know what happened was I think Babies, they all, some of them went to Babies, but then also Terry was doing her called Sudden Bell. So
it's a good album, that Terry Ellis album. Very good album.
It bombed. It didn't do well at all.
And put some great stuff on that album, Yeah. Probably better than this album.
It didn't do very well at all. So that's why they said, Dawn, we're not going to give you a solo deal because we've just spent all this money on Terry. It didn't do well. So, we need you guys to get back in the studio. And they went to go back in to do the EV3. This is supposed to be En Vogue 3, but it looked as if it's now the 3 of us. And I remember just seeing this thing. I just couldn't. I just said, why would they get rid of Dawn just when they're about to release an album? It doesn't make sense. and I didn't buy the album. I think I've got the album, but I haven't listened to it. Yeah, I have to listen to it one day. Lorena, I'm sure this was all before your time, so you're just playing catch up. What did you what did you hear about In Vogue and how the 4 to 3 and
I think when that happened, I think I was in high school because I remember the lead
okay.
single on EP3. I remember enjoying that single, but I thought it was weird when the video did come out and there was only 3 of them. And I was kind of like,
Mm,
what is going on? And I kind of stopped paying attention to En Vogue because I was just confused on what's happening. And I did enjoy Dawn being in the group. So not knowing what's happening kind of turns you away sometimes. And then also
yeah.
too, I think that year too, like I remember in high school there was also a lot of music that was coming out too that I like enjoyed. So I know I was focusing on probably other groups and singers during that time.
See, I think it happened to me. Um, yeah, so I'm just checking, Stevie. So the Runaway Love EP was, I don't know why they released it because it came out in '93, year and a half after the already Funky Divas came out. But it just had on it, it had Runaway Love featuring F Mob, which was pretty much the producers. It had Waterman with Salt and Pepper, which was also big. Then it had Hip Hop Lover remix, Desire Dance remix, What Is Love Club remix, and What Is Love. It was almost like a maxi single, like
Mm.
two songs that didn't make the original album. They just decided to put it as an EP, which was a mistake because they should have had these two songs on the album and taken off. Um, but then I don't. Miss Savignon, welcome as well. G, Miley, welcome.
Jez Miley says, "Who
Oh,
do you think
Jez.
is the stronger?" Yeah, he says, "Who do you
Oh,
think's the stronger vocalist between Dawn or Terry?" Ooh, that's a controversial question.
wow.
Okay, Lorena, what do you think?
That's a good question, but I want to hear now Terry's solo album because
Mm.
I didn't hear that. Um, that's a good question. For now, I'm gonna say Dawn. For now.
Yeah. I mean, we said more of
I'm
Dawn.
gonna lead towards Terry because I think obviously all the issues with the group were leaning towards Dawn, and obviously the right decision was made to let her free, set her free as it is. You know, maybe that was the right decision.
I mean, I'm not going to be biased because I've got Dawn's number, but I would
Well, that's not taking
say that
anything away from Dawn as a singer because she's a very good singer.
Mhm.
no,
Can't
I
dispute
think
that. Very,
I
very good
think
singer.
she
On
was
Lucy
their
Hill, she was amazing. You know,
yeah, I think she was their strongest. I think she was their strongest. Producers preferred her to sing some of those bigger songs. Their biggest track to date was "Don't Let Go," and had Dawn all over it. But to be honest, though, they all came different, and that's why I really loved them because their voices were all different, but they all could have blended together. And I think I don't know any female R&B groups that came out during my '90s time that I would say could hang with them or
I
give
mean, the
yeah. I mean,
producers, Foster McElroy, they struck gold with these girls. They absolutely struck. To find 4 girls who looked amazing, sing like that was just not easy. I mean, we are, as you know, Lorraine, we are saturated at the moment with pretty, what I would say, very pretty female singers, but a lot of them are so average. So average, you know. To find some that the voices actually stand out on a really good level is very difficult now.
Yep.
Very difficult. So,
yeah. Anyway, okay, we can go into the album, and as I said, no one would disagree that when Dawn left, um, the group or on the label thought they could power on without her. That was it didn't help the album at all. But um, Yes. So anyway, I was just disappointed. I'm disappointed, but anyway, let us go. So Stevie, what makes you number 12?
It's one of the cover versions. Is it the Beatles? This Yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, just I was yawning listening to this. I was, getting my sleeping bag out for this one. I'm afraid just didn't do anything for me whatsoever. Yes, it just kind of plods along, and then I know it's changed the lyrics to include a girl in it, but not for me. Not for me. It starts at number 12 in my chart.
Okay. What did you think? Which version of Yesterday, and Vogue or to Men?
I can't remember Boyz II Men's version. I can't remember the Beatles. I can't remember the Beatles version, to be quite honest.
Rita, what about you? Which version did you prefer out of the Boyz II Men and Vogue?
Okay, good, because I don't think I've heard the Beatles
Yeah,
yesterday. I know that's
don't
really bad since they're such a classic group, so I'm sorry. But out of the two, I really like En Vogue's cover of Yesterday. I really enjoy. I feel like it really shows like Cindy's vocals like really, really well on that song and the harmonies. I really enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah. I actually think I think I like the production and I did like them, but it was interesting that it like Boys to Men, so that they're the male and female counterparts. And I think if you ever do a versus, you get the original members of Boys to Men and original members of En Vogue to go vocal battling. Yes. But Lorraine, what is your number 12? What came last on your list?
Okay, I always get nervous when I start with my number 12, which it's gonna be Hip Hop Lover. I'm
Wow.
sorry. I did not connect to that song at all. I like got what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work with me at all.
Okay. No, me. I would say that number 12. The song that I picked for number 12 is like if you ever watch one of these BT Awards or Black Music Honors, and it was like, okay, let's roll out this artist, and then the group just comes in and sings their songs. When I listened to this song, I felt like this was a tribute song, and it sounded okay, but I just said tribute song. So "Hooked on Your Love" is it made number 12 for me. Like, why they didn't need to do this? I mean, the album was great, and I just like, yeah, it felt like a tribute song, and I was like, man, come on, why these young girls didn't need to sound this early? So that was how I felt. I was upset listening to it. I was like, damn it, what are these guys doing? So that came in at number 12 for me. Yes, Stevie. Okay, number.
When I was listening to this, I think I thought of Frankenstein's monster. That's what it reminds me of. It's the guy put Frankenstein together. He's got a piece of this, he's got a piece of that, he's got a bit of this to create this monster. You listen to this track and it says, "Come on, baby, relight my fire," which is completely taken off Dan Hartman, the disco classic. You've got this piano-led funk that I can't remember. It's a huge funk track that they're replaying there. I can't remember what it was though. And I think vocally, this is the weakest track on the album. The vocals again, I thought it kind of got lost in the production. But again, it's a track that didn't do anything for me. The vibe's kind of nice. It rolls along, but Desire makes my number 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like Frankenstein's monster. So many different things taken from other elements in it that just didn't do much for me in the end, I'm afraid.
Wow, okay. Rita, what about you?
So for me, for number 11, it's gonna be "Hooked on Your Love." I only like the chorus. That's the only part of the song that I really enjoyed, so that's why it went up to number 11. But yeah, it's the fact that maybe they could have like not remade and
Mm.
put on the album. So yeah, that's my number 11.
And to imagine that and what a man to put in "Hooked on Your Love." I almost felt like they needed a 12 song quote. Let's record this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Number 11. Number 11 for me is no matter how many times I listen, it's still one of the songs probably my least favorite in Vogue song ever. Um, and I don't know if it's the production. I think it's maybe the production. I just was never a fan of the production. It's a big song for them, but for me, it was I don't like listening to, and it is "Free Your Mind." Yeah, "Free Your Mind." Like and I like that little harmony part, but it just was like I just didn't expect it from them. I don't, I like rock music and I like all of, but it just didn't fit for me with them. Now, Elevate them became more mainstream, and more like giving them like a Supremes, just like the Supremes gave them that level, that status. But I just didn't like the rock production and the guitar, and it was just a surprise for me. So yeah, I know it shocked people because it was a big song for them, but yeah, I just don't like hearing it. Max says time to go. Bree said I thought I was the only one in there. Yes, yeah, thank you, Joseph. It did have that black cat, but I do prefer Janet's black cat. I think it was contained much better, and I think she sang better on that than yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Stevie. Top 10 now.
This was at number 11 and I ended up switching it. I ended up putting Desire at the last minute at number 11, but it could have been easily been my number 11. I actually didn't mind this up till the chorus. When the chorus dropped in, it just quickly went downhill. But it was reminding me of, it had a Raphael Sadiq, Tony vibe. But again, it's the cover version, Hooked on Your Love. Again,
okay.
It was all right. It's nice. Nice Tony vibe up till the chorus. Then he hit that chorus, and I thought it just I'm just so it just didn't work for me. Bit bland.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, I think sometimes when you have too many things, so this was one of the problems Michael Jackson had with Invincible and History, and Dangerous, is that when you have too many tracks, average tracks, it just brings the quality of the album down, because and I think after 8 tracks, there's so many. There are a few tracks I just thought was just, yeah, goodness, you're taking the average scoring of this album down. But then anyway, Marina, what did you have for your top 10? Number 10.
Okay, so for 10, I think I switched it up, but I put what is it? It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings.
Wow.
I don't know. I just feel like some of the up tempo, I don't know, it just sounds, you guys don't hate me, it just sounds a bit dated. I don't know. It's not something that I would go back and listen to all the time. So yeah, I put that at 10.
I can understand. I mean, at the time, I really liked that, but on listening to it now, I'm struggling with the rapping. Really struggling.
Is that a man or a woman?
I really liked it at the time. I liked the production. It was very funky. But the rapping is just like, sorry, dear.
Is that a man or a woman rapping?
I'm sure is it Dawn or Cindy rapping? It's one of them rapping away.
Yeah.
You've got the CD. Can you check? Because I couldn't tell.
No,
But I
it's a girl
thought it was. I
rapping,
thought it
it's a
was a.
girl.
If you, yeah, I couldn't because I thought it was one of the members. Because I know Dawn does rap when she did the. I think she did Money Love's version of
See.
Lies when they were
Oh yeah.
on Arsenio Hall,
Yes,
and then
I saw
she's
that.
rapping. But I didn't know if she was the one rapping on this one. So that's I couldn't be sure because I didn't have the CD just to see if they mentioned the rap. Bree says Dawn, but yeah, just wait to see if Stevie finds it and stuff. But while he's doing that, I had another cover at number 10, and as much as the reimagination of this, I think I had what Boys to Men did, and I just said, yeah, and that was yesterday. So that made number 10. It was better than the Boys to Men one, but I think I just didn't know why they needed it, and I felt upset. Yeah. So that's that. That gave it number 10. Did you find it, Steve?
No, it doesn't say. It just says
say.
who wrote it, but it doesn't actually say who does the rap. But it is a female. I thought it was Cindy or Dawn. I thought it was one of them two, but it probably is Dawn. Probably thinking about, yeah, it does sound like Dawn. Really does.
Let me
I there's a lot of rap now, like a lot of rap that I can't listen to now. A lot of new like styles of rap, whether it's trap or what's that UK? I just can't listen to now.
Oh,
drill, yeah. You know, it's like nursery rhyming, isn't it? It's just like kids nursery rhyming. But saying that, when I go back and listen to some 90s rap, it's just as bad. You know what I mean? It's just as cheesy. You know what I mean? Listen to Vanilla Ice rap back then. Bit cheesy, you know what I mean? MC Hammer rapping back then, was it? You kind of rolled along with it. But you were it's probably because there were so many good rappers around like then. You know, in the early 90s. There was, you know, your Cool Keiths and your Eric, you know, Rick Hims and your Chuck D's and you know, there was a lot of really solid rap, but yeah. Anyway, what was your number? What was it? Number
10.
Number 9, Namdi.
Oh.
Yeah, no, my number 10 was yesterday.
All right, okay.
Yeah, my number 10 was yesterday. I wonder if she hopefully she'll see this before the end of the show. Hopefully she sees it before the end of the show. But anyway, I'll just send her a message, just ask her. Okay, let's go. So what's your number 9?
Number 9, it could have been
DJ All Day said Stone. But that's good.
So number 9, it could have been number 12 for me back then because I really didn't like this record back then. But out of respect for it is an amazing video. It is a really, really, you know, it's incredible. They look incredible in the video. You know, what they're saying in the song, free your mind, the rest will fall. I get what they're saying. I think it is an important song. I can understand why it was such a big pop record. But it's that rock thing, like you were saying, Namdi, just didn't. So I've respectfully put it at number 9, Free Your Mind. Again, I'm just, it's not a record I listen to, I'll be honest. But I can understand why it's a big record. I think the video sold it. The video was incredible. You can't take that away from them. And, you know, it's one of them records that they can live off. You know, they could always go out and perform that record, and fair play to them, but not one of my favourites, unfortunately.
Okay, Free Your Mind. Yeah, I mean, they did the fashion runway.
Yeah, it's a great video. They look amazing, and like I say,
great video.
Very, very, it's very stylized. It's a very stylized image, you know, but not for me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure you have it at number one. Go ahead.
Okay, so my number 9, I put "Love Don't Love You."
Wow.
Wow.
You're picking all the songs. All the songs. They're the only ones I can listen to on this album. You picked
Really?
them all. Yeah, you picked them already. It's interesting. It is
Yeah.
interesting.
What was your reasoning behind it?
There was for me there was other songs that I would want to listen to over and over again on the album. This just wasn't one of them. It's not a bad song, but I just preferred maybe some of like the production or the singing, the way they sung on different tracks over this one.
And I think that's the beautiful thing about having intergenerational panels reviewing an album and giving feedback, because it's, am I listening to it with my 92 year, we're back in 92, and what was out in 92, and from that mindset, which might be different if you're listening to it now and then just thinking about it from a different generation to see. Okay.
12-inch release. This had some really good remixes on it. I think that was why I wanted some new Jack on this side. It was still 92. It was Foster McElroy. I wanted something new Jack sounding, and this was one of the few tracks that did have a new Jack feel to it. So that's probably why I liked it more than what you did. It's probably my reasoning. A lot of the rest of this album.
Yeah. Okay. Last Exit of Brooklyn, welcome. Lord Zal, welcome. Derek from Minneapolis. Yeah, number 9 for me was Hip Hop Lover. I didn't like the rap. Then also it was a different kind of vibe to it. Yes, I felt it was, as Jackie McGee would say, an album filler. Like, yeah, we just need some song. Let's just, it didn't seem to have the same urgency. Like even Free Your Mind song, but I felt like that was like they put some thought in it. I just felt this one, they just put it together just to make the album. So Hip Hop Lover at number 9 for me. Okay. Number 8, Stevie.
Hip Hop Lover, show me what. Ain't that bad, that record. Number 8 for me again. The video definitely sold this. They looked really great in the video. There's times when I watch it and I think, wow, and there's other times and I'm kind of cringing a bit. Maybe it's the guy's reaction in the video, I don't know. But it's the third cover version. I think was it a Curtis Mayfield cover version? This Giving Him Something He Can Feel is at number 8. Nice track. I think it's the strongest out of the 3 covers by a mile. And again, great video, but it's only at number 8 for me. Not a record I play a lot, I listen to a lot.
I think the video actually, it was probably one of the best videos that I think that I wish Blackstreet had done with Tonight's Tonight with Tammy. That type of beat on stage and Tammy and then Teddy on the piano. It was just, then you have an audience, then just people, celebrities in the audience just listening to it. I think the video was really well done. I had it a little bit higher up, but yeah.
I can understand that. I can understand.
Okay, so my next one that I have on the list is Desire. I actually enjoyed that song. I found it was very different from the rest of the records on the album, but I did enjoy that song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it give you Janet Jackson kind of?
Desire?
That's what it gave me, the kind of. Yeah, because it was a song that didn't showcase their vocals,
Mhm.
but it was more on the production and how they sound. And it was more heavily produced and different. Okay, I had a little bit higher up. Um, I think for me, number 8, which I'm surprised no one has had it, was now I would say that the track grows on me. I didn't like of it how it starts off, but then as it kicks in, I appreciate it. But I didn't understand why they put the song on the album, and that's "What Is Love." It was like a dance track that, at first, I'm like, "What's this?" I didn't really like this. Okay, yes, Madonna. It's like, yeah, so I think more Madonna, yeah. That's for Desire. But yeah, so what is love? So the after the first 30 seconds or so, I get into it and I can still hear it in my head. And at the same time we had Whitney Houston singing "I'm Every Woman," so that was the vibe that we had around that time. So I knew it could fit in, but I didn't understand why they did it though. Um, I think it was an album of two halves. But yeah, "What Is Love" is at number 8 for me. Right, Stevie, number 7 for you.
Well, what is love is at number 7 for me, Namdi.
Okay.
It's another record I didn't listen to back then at all, but listening now, I can appreciate this. I think if you do a dance record well, you've got a chance of having a hit. Doesn't sound too bad. This,
Mm.
it's not a cover. It's them doing it. Doing what they're doing. I didn't mind this, but like you say, it is an album with two halves, and I've got 12 to 7. I've got all the tracks out the way that I don't listen to. Thankfully, from 6 to 1, I do listen to these tracks. So we're getting into the album for me. We're getting, what is love? I don't mind it. That might grow me more actually now. That dance track.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, M. Mac put Desire number 7. Yeah, Joseph Perry was saying that "What Is Love" is kind of a CC Crystal Waters type tune.
Yeah. Nice little vibe to it.
Oh, goodness. So there's Don Robinson. I'm looking at the lyrics. So Maxine does the chorus and Dawn is rapping. Wow.
Yeah.
So it continues to my flow. Wow. I was like, wow, I didn't realize she could do that. Much respect. Wow, that's okay. But what's
So for number 7, I'm gonna have to agree with Stevie. I put "What Is Love." I think this is, like he said, a track that will grow on me, and it also reminds me of like Mariah Carey's later albums. She always put like one dance track near the end of the album. So it reminded me of that too. So I did enjoy the track, even though it is different. It's a dance track, like someone said, like CC Peniston. I thought it was still well done.
Yeah, and I wonder if they are they were trying to show their diversity and stuff. But yeah, okay. Number 7 for me is Desire. Okay, like MX. So you guys we've all put it in there. It was always a nice little track, different type of vibe to it. But yeah, number 7 for me. Number 7 to me. Yeah, it's funny because I stopped the album.
Why is it that high up for you?
Well, I mean, you had "Hooked on Your Love," "Free Your Mind." I didn't like them yesterday. "Hip Hop Lover," yeah. "What Is Love," and then "Desire." So it's you might think it's high, but it's not necessarily very high. It's not necessarily very high. I mean, where did you put Desire at?
I put that at number 8.
I had it at number 7. Steve, what did you have it as?
At number 11.
Okay.
Actually, I did number 10. I did number 10 at first. I moved it back to number 11 just because I think, like you say, there's all these different things
Okay.
going on. I just think vocally it just didn't really hit me at all. Maybe I
Yeah.
need to take. Maybe I need a few more listens. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it wasn't. I mean, in Vogue had a style, and they had their harmonies that you'd like. They'll always add in, just like we're boys. And I can't imagine if Boys to Men did this type of track, it just wouldn't fit their vocals and stuff. And so reliant on it would be over reliant on the production and not their vocals. Yeah. But anyway, okay. Where are we at now? So I had Desire at number 7. Stevie, what did you get for your number 6?
This was originally in my top 5. I think it was, at first it was going to be number 2 or 3. But when I listened to it again, because I just remember playing this so much back then and enjoying it, but the rapping, listening to the rapping, I just thought, no, it just sounds so cheesy now. Sorry, Dawn, I'm sorry. But I love the production, the funkiness of it. I do like the chorus. What do I like? No, I don't even like the chorus anymore. It's just turn around this track for me. I think it's the production that I like, but the rapping and the chorus, it all just sounds a bit cheesy now. But for the fact that I played it a lot back then, I've moved it to number 6. So I've started at the top of the 6 tracks that I like a lot. So it's gone to number 6. I was a bit disappointed to put it in number 6. Well, I wanted to put it higher up, but I'll be honest about how it made me feel when I listened to it. But it is a funky.
And that's which one?
It is a really funky record.
Which track is that?
It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings.
Wow.
Yeah. But this is one of the reasons why I kept the album back then. Well, then again, if you ask, if you say En Vogue, talk about En Vogue to people, you go, oh yeah, do you remember that track they did called Desire? They'll go, what? Oh, Yesterday, they'll go, what? They just won't remember them song, or even, I suppose.
Wow. M-Mac put give him something he can feel at number 6. Just like, wow.
Respectful number 6, isn't it? It's a nice number 6.
Respectful number 6. Rita, what did you have for your number 6?
For number 6, I put Yesterday. I really do.
You went that high up.
Yeah, I really enjoy like the vocals for Yesterday. I thought they sound really, really great. It's like just a simple remake that I guess they did, but I really enjoyed it. It's something that I listened to over and over again. So it didn't make my top 5, but it's at number 6.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Goodness. Number 6 to me is I think I just looked at the credits and the guy in this, I'm not sure, it says Chucky Booker. And I like the message behind it. And it opens the album, This Is Your Life. I liked how it opened. I liked the whole message behind it. But I have 5 other songs that I think I preferred much better. But it was a little bit higher up. But after a while, I had to reshuffle it. So This Is Your Life, the opening track of the album at number 6. Yes.
Wow. It takes a long time to get going, that record, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because
it is worth it, I'm just looking at the credits. It doesn't mention anything about Chucky Booker on my. Oh, it does. Dialogues. It says Chucky Booker.
Yeah, so I know that was supposed to be. So maybe that's him in the beginning of This Is Your Life, when he was like, "Come on, you're late."
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, number 5, I've got, again, some days I listen to this and I really like it, and other days I'm not so fussed about it. I like the drum loop, the hip-hop drum loop, but I've actually got Hip Hop Lover hip hop lover.
Don't
I've got it number 5. It's made its way to number 5.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip hop lover, give me what you got. Yeah. It's made my top 5 amazingly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what did I put in number 9? Okay. Lorena, what did you get?
Okay, so my number 5, I put Giving Him Something He Can Feel. It's a song that I really enjoy. I actually remember seeing the video when I was younger. I thought it was done like really, really well. It's a song that I enjoy that I could listen to like more than once. So that is my number 5. That's actually, I guess, a remake that they did that I really enjoy.
Yeah,
it's very well done.
You have Johnny Gill in there. I have to be very careful. Yes, but Johnny Gill's in a. I always remember. So, last time I was only looking out for other celebrities in the audience, but I thought it was definitely a beautiful video, and I think they marketed the ladies as classy in that video. That was the thing that I thought in Vogue is when you see the other groups that came out, hip hop, soul, and bag. I don't know if there was any other female group, R&B group, that came out dressing classy as in Vogue. I don't, can you think of any other female R&B group that always came out looking classy and looking like they were models singing?
There probably is. There probably is some others.
Yeah.
I'd have to remember.
I mean, look at the album. Look at them. They're always in style.
Black Girl. They always look really very in the mid-90s. Only they did one album, but the way they dressed was very, very, again, very stylized. Very stylized.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you had number 6. Is it number 5?
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah.
Giving Him Something He Can Feel.
The number 5 for me were 2 members of the group who were ceremonially kicked out. One has subsequently returned, but they were the main features of the track. Maxine with amazing backing vocal, chorus, singing the chorus, awesome, and Dawn rapping on this. At first, I thought it was Money Love. I was thinking, I wonder who this female rapper is. But then when I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm thinking, but it sounds a little bit like she's referencing that she's part of En Vogue. But I couldn't be sure, so I didn't realize it was Dawn. It could have been higher if I didn't realize it was Dawn. But it's at number 5. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. Now, at first, it just didn't seem to make sense. Like, that's, why was that brought in there? But yeah, I had to give talents in that, the singing, the rapping, and the vibe of that. So I love that track. So it's at number 5. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Caught flack for having the men take their wedding rings off and giving them something he can feel. Video. But I won't think that would be it would be the directors that would have said so. They could they wouldn't have said, okay, we're going to be singing on stage. It would be great if the guys took off their ring. It would have been the director. But I think it's telling us these guys, instead of going to a strip bar, are going to a cabaret, a classic cabaret, stuff like that. That's what I got from it. But the video will always etch in my memory of how the guys responded to how they were singing. All right, Stevie, number 4 for you.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
This actually does sound. It does sound like a cover version, but it's not. It's one of the singles. Give It Up, Turn It Loose.
Oh,
surprisingly
wow.
made to number 4 for me. Sounding good now. This actually sounds really good. I didn't appreciate it too much back then. I did buy the single with all the remixes on, but I think this is sounding really good now.
Okay.
Give it up, turn it loose. Well, it sounds like a cover version, doesn't it? That title.
Yeah.
Sounds like it did it funk record, but it sounds really good now. This
was Elder Barge in the video. I don't think I remember seeing him. He could have been there, but I don't think I remember seeing him. Lorena, what did you have for number 5? No, number 5, number 4.
Number 4.
What?
So number 4, I had the opening track, "This Is Your Life." I thought it was like a really good song. I love the message in the song. So yeah, this turned out to be one of my favorites on the track. I've never heard that song before, so this was like my first time getting into this track, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
You say you never heard it before?
No. Like I think I'm more familiar with like some of the singles that they had, but for like the album cuts, I've never heard of it before. So this was like my first time really getting into this album, and that's like one of the tracks that I was like really like into.
Oh, which song? I've just lost it. Which track was that?
"This Is Your Life."
Oh yes. Okay. The message. "This is your life." Yeah. And it was a good opening one as well.
Yeah.
We need to be quick before Nelson comes. And it's who's that? Nelson. So that's Chucky Booker. That's Chucky Booker acting as Nelson, the road manager, telling him to get ready. It's time to go. Okay. I had at number 4, just like Stephen, "Turn It Loose." It was. I think it was nice. I mean, it was a release as a single. I was familiar with the track, and I liked that their signature harmonies in there, and yeah, it was just beautiful. It just sounded like a record. It sounded like a track that they worked on, and yeah, that's it. Give it up, turn it loose at me. Yes, okay. I think I'm looking at my top 3 and why I ranked them there. Stevie, what did you get for your third one?
Top 3 now. It's the opener, the opener of the album. Like I say, it does take a while for it to kick in, and you know what this could do with someone could. I was actually considering chopping that start off, so it starts where the beat kicks in. But "This Is Your Life" again, great upbeat. This had a New Jack feel to it, funky track again. I thought it was a really, like say, such a strong opener, and it has made my number 3, and I'm very happy for it to be there. I mean, it's not a killer song. The song's it's a strong song. I think it's a really good way to an open album. But yeah, it just feels like an En Vogue track for me. But number 3.
I think you're right about that. What difference would it have made if we'd taken out the dialogue and it would have gone straight into it? I think sometimes that was the weakness because you wait. Emma put "Never Gonna Get It" at number 3. Goodness.
Wow.
What did you post your number 3?
Number 3, I have "Give It Up, Turn It Loose." That's another song I was not familiar with that I really enjoyed from En Vogue. So for me, like I felt like this album, they tried different sounds and different things were going on that I wasn't, I guess, maybe used to with En Vogue. But I thought this track gave like, I guess, an En Vogue, more like an En Vogue signature sound, and I really enjoyed this track. So it made it in my top 3.
Yes.
Did you see the video?
No, I've never seen the video. I didn't know there was a video for the song.
Oh yeah. It was their first track. Yes. Hopeful said her car battery died, so she had to wait for the
That's a
AAA.
shame, innit? Let's hope she didn't break down on the freeway or wherever it is. Stranded on the freeway with your battery dead. Nothing worse on the motorway, as we call it over here. Have you ever broke down on the motorway, Namdi?
No. Yes. When I was in Alabama, going to Montgomery, it wasn't my car, and we had to walk back to the university.
Oh wow.
And that was half a day. Yes, I think that I went to university. I went to a historic Black college in Selma, and we were going into something in Montgomery. Halfway through, this car broke down, and then we were like, "Okay, Martin Luther King marched from Selma to Montgomery, so it shouldn't be an issue." We didn't realize they did it over 4 days, so we just assumed it was that one day. So we were walking back, and I think we were walking back from 3 o'clock. It was about 10 at night that we just got tired. We were sitting on a bridge, and then one guy who was going to Selma stopped and says, "Are you guys okay?" And I said, "No, we know a car." And he says, "Can I try? I'll give you a lift back into Selma." And yeah, he did. But that experience always doesn't matter how bad it is, that you'll always get home eventually. Because anytime I'm in a major situation, I remember, you know what, I walked for miles, had no idea how I was going to get home, but somebody gave us a lift. So it's that, yeah. If it happened, it happened anytime. But that was my story. Yeah, as I said, and I needed to learn my history a lot more, because I did not know that they did not march from Selma to Montgomery in one day. If I had known it was 4 days, we would have had to do something different. But anyway,
Wow.
That said, number 3 for me is I think this was my second best production on the album. Love Don't Love You.
Killer track.
And then the production and when they're singing, oh goodness. I thought this was when I was like, okay, these guys can produce. They really brought something in there. It was really really like that. I think the other two just edged it to me, but yeah, one of my top 3 favorites. Yeah, was number 3. Love Don't Love You. Somebody had I think Mac put at number 11 or so. It's a surprise for me. Yes.
Well, Lorraine had it quite high as well.
Yeah. I had it pretty high.
Oh, you put it, not high, low.
Oh, well, low. Sorry. I had it, I think, at number 9. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You didn't like the production, or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the songs that I would just often forget about on the album. I didn't connect.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now, okay.
Top 2 is Love Don't Love You for me. Really strong.
Oh wow, you had it at number 2.
Yeah, and I remember, like you say, buying the import 12-inch single with all the remixes on. I thought it was a really strong track. It's probably one of my favourites on the album. It is. Well, it's at number 2, so it's got to be one of my favourites, really, isn't it? Wasn't quite difficult to place that one. Quite easy to place that one.
Wow. Yeah, it was definitely one of the most funky productions on there. Yeah. All right. What's your second highest? Wow, man, Mac had 3. Your mine at number 2.
You guys think I am crazy for this one, because you guys had this very, very low on the list. But it's For Your Mind. I really like that song. Even after all these years, I think it still holds up. And I think it's a great song. It has a great message. And yeah, I do remember the video too. And I think it's still well done. So yeah, that's my number 2.
I think it appeals to women more, that record, than men.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, I think it's probably a gay anthem as well. You know,
Hey, not saying anything to you, and Mac. Who
jokes
added a
aside,
number
the
two?
LGBTQ, it's probably an anthem for their community. This I can see why. I can hear it. So, and women probably like it as well. You know, us middle-aged men, maybe not, eh, Namdi? Us middle-aged grumpy men, probably not.
Max says, "Bingo, she has great taste." Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been listening to it. Trina says the video for free, yes, Free Your Mind song and video. I think the video was amazing, and I believe that was. I think they did need that song to take them to another level. It separated them from and TLC, SWV, and stuff. I just don't like the like Michael Jackson scene come together. Um, I, I I don't think. I think sometimes I just didn't like the production on that, but that's just me. All right,
I know it's
number
so
two for
different. I love
me.
that song.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? You know.
Well, you are Canadian.
I mean, the one thing is, though, it does.
Yeah, good.
It does. It's a record that does. You can remember the track. I can't remember Desire at all, but I can remember Free Your Mind. Whether you like it or not, it's a record that you do remember.
Mhm.
Three daughters, and I have
Women
three support.
empowerment.
Yeah, it was definitely great track and stuff. I remember listening to it. Miss Samuel saying "Coming Together" by MJ is dope. Um, dum, dum, dum. I mean, I like Dirty Diana. I like Billy Beat It. But I think there's a difference with and I did, but there was something about how they get the I think it's just the R&B producers when they do use electric guitars. I don't know if they get it right. And I like Scream. I thought Scream was okay, But anyway, I digress. Number two for me is um, I think the video is probably one of the best videos. Surprised many artists didn't do enough of this. I'm surprised many artists didn't. It's a nice, easy video to do, but it's really for slow songs. And I think this is what I wanted from Blackstreet Tonight, the Night with Tammy Lucas. I think if they'd done a video like this, it would have been excellent. But it is giving him something he can feel.
Wow.
I just, I always remember the video song, and I think, and let me take a look and peek here. I think the song, I think that was their second, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was their second single, but single. So the lead single is "My Lover Never Gonna Get It." Then the second single was I can't remember. The second single was "Giving Him Something He Can Feel." So that was the second single, and that's probably like okay. And then "Free Your Mind" came, Rock Infused "Free Your Mind" came in third. And then the final single was "Give It Up, Turn It Loose." Yeah. Okay. So that was a fourth single. So so I think the video and the single, I felt this was good. Okay. I love Dirty Diana. All right. So before we get into number one, Stevie, are you going to go from 12 down to 1?
Yeah, why not, eh? Yesterday at number 12. 11, Desire. Number 10, Hooked on Your Love. Number 9, Free Your Mind. Number 8, Giving Him Something He Can Feel. Number 7, What Is Love. Number 6, It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings. Number 5, Hip Hop Lover. Number 4, Give It Up, Turn It Loose. Number 3, This Is Your Life. Number 2, Love Don't Love You. And my number 1 was my reaction, being a young 20-year-old, seeing the video for the first time, and them silver, they look like silver negligees to me. I was just like, wow. I was blown away. The record was absolutely amazing. I still think it is the outstanding track on the album. A bit like Jay, Don't Walk Away, or SWV Right Here. It's, you know, it's too big. It's My Lovin', You're Never Gonna Get It. It's a massive record. It still sounds great today. That video is incredible. So it's quite easily made my number 1. Probably no surprises to anybody, really. There you go.
Okay. River Mandela also had it at number 1. What about you, Lorena? You want to go down from 12 to 1?
All right. So my crazy list. 12 is Hip Hop Lover. 11, I have Hooked on Your Love. 10, It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings. Number 9, Love Don't Love You. Number 8, Desire. Number 7, What Is Love. 6, Yesterday. 5, Giving Him Something He Can Feel. 4, This Is Your Life. 3, Give It Up, Turn It Loose. Number 2, Free Your Mind. And number 1 is My Lovin', You're Never Gonna Get It. I just think it is a song that I remember as a kid that still works now. The video is amazing. And I just love how they sang the song and the breakdown that they did.
Oh, yeah. Now it's time for the breakdown.
Video. Yeah. It's something that I just still love till this day.
Okay. Wow. Very different lists, but really, it's really fascinating.
But we
And I
got
guess so.
number 1 anyway. That's 2. That's 2 of us have picked that.
And I guess, you know, one of the things, Stevie, that because for many years it was myself, Stevie, Sheldon, so it was 3 guys doing these album reviews, so very much male centered, and from our perspective, which wasn't a bad thing, but it is good to have diversity, not just age but also gender, just to reflect on the album differently. Did she mention Don't Let Go? No, so the Don't Let Go wasn't on this album. So this is Funky Divas that we're doing. So number 12 for me was Hooked on Your Love. A beautiful song, but it felt like a tribute song. Free Your Mind was number 11. Inspiring as it was, the rock version of it just doesn't do it for me. Yesterday at number 10, I didn't understand why. Another remake. Hip Hop Lover at number 9. What Is Love at number 8. This Is Your Life. Desire at number 7. This Is Your Life at number 6. It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings at number 5. Give It Up, Turn It Loose at number 4. Love Don't Love You at number 3. Giving Him Something He Can Feel at number 2. And as you guys have just all mentioned, My Lovin', Never Gonna Get It at number 1. It's a march on the stage, in the video, production wise, it was, you know, really good production, but the lady singing the video just really shows class and elegance, and it was like, wow. And you wonder, because you know the interview with Dawn, and I haven't watched it in a while, because she talks about the auditioning process, how she auditioned, how she got into Vogue, and there's supposed to be 5 of them, but one of the ladies just had an attitude, and so she was kicked out. So they were supposed to be 5,
Wow.
but they left with them with 4. Yeah, I need to go back and because it was such a while back, but no, I just feel like I think this is what I respected about the producers. Had a sound that they were listening, they wanted, and they found 4 young women who definitely had the sound, and they were able to blend them and to just say their harmony stuff. Um, and I think it would have been interesting in Vogue and Boys to Men do some singing contest or battle or feature on a record, because they were just I think vocal talent a little bit better than Boys to Men. I think Boys to Men were very predictable in there. Okay, you start, you go to the next, do a little talk, and then one year you close. I think in Vogue they would mix it up based on the song, and My Lovin', definitely number one for me. Yes. Give him something you can feel was a choice code for me. Okay. This video, My Lovin' is a great choice at number one. What would you guys? I mean, they had beautiful videos. They didn't make any money from the albums, which is sad. But anyway, what would you give as a rating for this, Stevie?
I'm usually generous with my ratings, and like you say, going back then, I just felt. I just felt disappointed with the album back then. But with hindsight, it's a great little cover in it, and we're desperate for a group like this now. Wouldn't it be great if we had, you look at girls now, young black females, that what's coming out the mouth, the way they're dressing in America isn't good. It's not good. So we could do with a girl group that, dress like you say, bit of class, carry themselves with a bit of class, really crying out for it. With all that said, it's not an 8. It's not an 8 out of 10. It's not a 7. Am I being harsh giving it 5 out of 10? Maybe I am. So I'm going to give it a 6. I'm going to be 6. 6 out of 10.
Wow. Okay, that's Stevie. That's goodness. If I had a red card, I would give it to you. Lorena, what would you give it?
Well, this, like I said earlier, I didn't fully connect with this album like I thought I was going to, because everybody has such like rave reviews and it's like their favorite En Vogue album. But I found like some of the songs that I did rate kind of low. Like I felt like it was a little dated, and like even the hip hop verse, which probably back then was like a big deal because it's Dawn that's doing the rapping. So, people were probably like loving everything. But for me, I'm going to have to give it a 6.5. I feel like I'm going to have to go through their discography and listen to their other albums. I'll probably enjoy the other ones too. But yeah, this one, all the songs, I didn't really connect with them.
And by the way, viewers, we actually let Lorena pick this album.
Yeah.
So there you go. Go for you. She picked this album.
I think
go on, Nandi. Go on,
if you've listened, I think if you've listened on Born to Sing, you might then think, oh, okay, this I wish it was better. No, you guys scored it really low, really disappointing with that. Truth be told, I've only fully listened to this album last week. And I think I had it. I must have had it in my collection because I think, but I couldn't remember half the songs. Only the ones that had a video that I remembered, and I couldn't remember the rest. And felt that there were too many recovers, and I felt there was just one, Hip Hop Lover, and What Is Love, and Desire. So I'm not going to be as harsh as you guys. I'm going to give it a 6.
Oh, then I gave it a 6.
Okay.
6.5. So okay. Talking about it, not as harsh as all.
Not as harsh. No, I'm giving it a nice.
About Willis.
He's making us look like the bad guys.
Yeah. What you talking about?
Well, making you look like BJ gives 5. It's not like Born to Sing to me was one of the first CDs I bought, and I can still remember buying it, and memories with me. Born to Sing, Una TLC Tip, Tony's Revival, um, um, Heavy in the Boys, Peaceful Journey, and those were the four first CDs that I bought when my dad gave me a portable CD Walkman. And so I listened to those, and then Boys to Men. I listened to them continuously for a while. So, but Born to Sing, much better debut album than this. So 6 is what I would give it. But everyone's giving it this stuff there. It's a pity that this was just only the second album that had all 4 members officially on it. Politics and egos and stuff. They were signed to the producers. Their producers signed them to their production deal, and so if the label gives $3 million to make the album, then the production company can then sign them on a standard rate contract. And because they're so busy recording songs, going on tours, they don't realize how much they're making until it was too late. And that's when Dawn stood up and was staying paid. But everyone else remembered, like, look, man, we weren't doing anything, so we've got an opportunity. Let's just keep quiet and just go with it. And sometimes you have to.
David Yarding's comment, and like I was saying earlier, right from the get off, and when I was saying I struggled with it back then. I wasn't on my own. What did he say? This album is hard to listen to. It was pandering too much to crossover. Too many covers, dance and rock tracks. Great singers, but there's only really one solid track on here, which we've all picked. The rest is mid to bad. Wow, that is harsh. I thought I was being harsh, but that is harsh. On our next, shall we put a poll, Namdi, to pick the next album? Maybe pick 4 albums and let the listeners, let the viewers pick in a halftime chat poll what album we go with next. Listeners, is there any albums you want to do? Any thoughts? Last week we were talking about, we have done one Brandy album already. We're talking about Brandy, Monica, Faith Evans. Should we run a poll maybe? Put 4 albums up there and see which comes out on top? And we'll do that next time.
Yeah, we can. We can
find album in your head.
Yeah, we can give them some options, and when we do our regular debrief, but yeah, if you put some options in a chat, if you're thinking of an album that bring up next, mint condition, put any albums. So okay, even you guys could add 1 or 2 to that debrief. Steve, what would you consider?
I'm thinking, because this is not really a New Jack podcast, we're looking at R&B albums in the 90s that were out of the New Jack bracket. Maybe influenced, but not fully New Jack. That's why we mentioned what we've mentioned, really.
Yeah. You don't have any ideas?
Well, I've got a few. But then I'm looking at Lorraine, who's far younger than us. I'm just thinking what she's heard from the 90s. We don't want to give her an album like, who are these? I've never heard of them. We don't want to
but I think that's still good, because I'm all here to learn everything about music. Okay. I have such a love for music. So even if I never heard about the group or the singer, I think that would be really cool for me to just dive in and learn about someone new. So I'm open to anything.
Okay.
D'Angelo there for Miss Wavion. Yeah. Someone wants Floetry. Yeah, Floetry is a good choice. Jade's second album, yeah, definitely, that was strong. Drew Hill, no, don't send me asleep with Drew Hill, please.
Somebody sleeping in my bed.
Oh dear, just dear me. SWB's third album, oof. That one with all the rappers on. Monica's.
That was the rap album.
Lucy Pearl's that Lucy Pearl album's a cracking album. I haven't listened to that for ages, but it's a great album. That could be a contender. That, you know, we'll pick 4. We'll go away in our board meeting now. Pick 4 albums on the poll. We'll stick the poll up and then see what we can come up with.
There's a number of people putting Usher, My Way, and 8701.
I'm sure we've done. Have we done My Way? We've done My Way, haven't we?
What did we do? I'll quickly check and stuff.
We did an Usher with Sheldon. I'm sure we did, but I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, but
yeah,
definitely no.
I'll be sure. Sexy verses. Wow, they're all coming in here. Rasham Parson. Yep. It's too many here. Spot choice.
Oh yeah, I think with Usher, and goodness, this is going back. This is going back quite some time. I think we did an Usher top 10, just combined from his discography.
Oh, okay.
So we never did the settle on a particular album, and this was, this was so it was favorite Usher singles. So a year ago. Yeah, so it wasn't any particular album.
No, we did the first Usher album. Sure, we did.
Yeah, somebody said that in the chat.
Yeah, we did. I'm sure we did now because you really into it.
I'm looking at everything that we've done. We did the top 10 Usher singles, but not any of his albums, and that was a year ago. The favorite Dallas Austin Productions, yeah. But we will look through the.
Let's try and pick something we haven't done yet. I mean, we hadn't done En Vogue until Lorena picked it, so it's good to do En Vogue. You know, let's try and get something we haven't done. We haven't done Faith. We haven't done a Monica. I think we've done one Brandy.
What about Donald Jones?
Yeah, Donald Jones. We've not done a Donald Jones yet. Donald Jones' first album, really good. The second album was strong.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting some. We're getting some good.
Anyway, let's go offline and have a chat about it.
A few good men versus Faith Evans' debut album. Yeah. Okay. Room 112. Actually, 112 are going on tour right now with Total. I think that's next month, so that could be timing as well. All right, guys. Well, next, some good albums. So we will look into that. We'll come up with. We're going to put a poll there and see which one wins, and then we'll be able to announce the next episode. So, finally, before we go, Stevie, how did you find doing this episode?
I enjoyed it because, like you say, we needed to, at some point, to feature En Vogue. So I'm glad we did that because, like this, we've not featured like some Mint Condition full. There's so much stuff we've not featured yet, so it's good to, to get going with this. And they deserve the spotlight, En Vogue. Of course they do.
Yeah. 80s albums are eligible. Then Lorena, what did you make of having to do this? Especially you suggested it, but also having to deep dive in the whole album.
I thought it was good because it's not an album that I listened to before, but so many people were raving about this album, so it was great to take a look. But unfortunately, I'm not one of the ones raving about the album. But the group En Vogue itself, like the original 4 members, I love them. I remember like hearing some of their songs growing up and just loving their voices. So it's a group that I feel like they deserve to get more recognition and more flowers and stuff because I feel like they're not talked about enough, and I feel like they did a lot of work in the industry, even like behind the scenes, like mentoring other groups that were coming up, and no one really talks about that. So this was cool to do.
Yeah. And for me, as I said, it's a disappointment that all four members kind of, that's life. We don't all get along, and they've got 3 out of the 4 back, and they're touring and they're still exhibiting on the stage. But it was definitely a good opportunity for us to see how you interpreted the album that we both lived through and stuff. All right, guys. So we're looking at everything that you put in the chat. We are going to accumulate, and then we're going to put a top 10 out there. So top 4, and then we'll have everyone vote on them. But for us and for now, appreciate everyone, and we will catch you at a later date, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for me, but just for me.
No. Okay, you okay?
They don't understand what Jonas Boys winning all spirits.
Play it.